there's nobody that's really authentic Renaissance there. It's all fantasy.
For the most part.
For the most part. So you will find some music that is period correct, that they'll play songs from the Renaissance.
Gregorian style.
Yeah, so you will hear that, but for the most part, you'll hear folk songs from the late 1800s, early 1900s, a lot of sea shanties, Irish songs. So the Ren standards are actually, the Ren Fair standards are not Renaissance music, but it's still a good time.
Well, I think the most important thing is just know how to get on stage and entertain people.
Oh, yeah.
It
and
is,
draw
yeah.
a crowd.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And you have to be exciting and new and spectacular in your own way to get people to sit down on a bench and listen to you and really take a second to give it a shot.
Yeah, you got to be better than the fire juggler.
Bard and Minstrels. Let's have another tune.
Alrighty.
Yeah, okay, so we'll do the ghost story.
Yeah,
right?
we'll do the ghost story.
Okay.
So,
Well, you're going to do that one anyway? Why'd you ask me before?
Did we make you nervous?
it's what we do, you know. So this is another original song. This tells the story of a small town that is, the road to it is haunted.
And you'll find out why in the song.
Okay.
It's called The Road to Wych Elm Glen.
At the end of a lonely valley road, where they say it all began, sat a quiet town that few still know, the town of Wych Elm Glen. And what transpired long ago, the town could not forget. They tell the tale of a highwayman with a soul blacker than jet. Don't walk alone down the valley road. The legend says that he lay in wait as the eldest daughter came. She didn't see as he looked behind, and he stole her straight away. No ransom said, no word at all came from the highwayman, for his quarry son was got that night fell in his waiting hands. So walked alone down the valley road. Watch your back, you cannot hide in the moonlight. Don't close your eyes, the shadows dance in darkest night. Heed this advice or be next to die. Beware the ghost of the highwayman on the road to Wych Elm Glen. Village watch, every acre man struck out onto the path to find the girl or what remains and sate her father's wrath. Beside the road hung from a tree, a dress was found threadbare, and further in under the hill they found that bandit's lair. He walked alone down the valley road. Watch your back, you cannot hide in the moonlight. Don't close your eyes, the shadows dance in darkest night. Heed this advice or be next to die. Beware the ghost of the highwayman on the road to Wych Elm Glen. Trace they found inside, but they thought they heard a song carried on a chilling wind around into their throng. And one of the townsmen cried, there walks that monstrous churl. So they rent his body limb from limb for the sake of the village girl. She walked alone down the valley road. Watch your back, you cannot hide in the moonlight. Don't close your eyes, shadows dance in darkest night. Heed this advice or be next to die. Beware the ghost of the highwayman on the road to Wych Elm Glen. Watch your back, you cannot hide in the moonlight. Don't close your eyes, as shadows dance in darkest night. Heed this advice or be next to die. Beware the ghost of the highwayman on the road to Wych Elm Glen.
Bard and Minstrels live in the WLRN studio. Well, speaking of bards and minstrels
Yeah.
of the Renaissance or of history, these folks went around the country singing the news of the day because most people were illiterate.
Yes.
So here you are singing songs about witches and ghosts, and this is the type of news that people got.
I mean, at the Ren Fair, that is the type of news that you're looking for.
The
But
stories about elves. We
yeah.
have elf songs. We've got pirate songs. We've got steampunk.
yeah.
Okay,
songs.
nothing about the queen getting her head chopped off or nothing like
No,
that.
no. But we do. But
That
we
would
do
be
have.
blasphemous,
Yeah,
I
it would
think.
be. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
is it?
We actually we keep the king safe in our
Yes.
songs.
The
And they-
king is actually a wonderful person.
Oh, is
whom
that-
we owe our allegiance to, as always.
Oh,
my
sure,
king.
you have to say that. But is it the same king that travels to all the festivals? Is there a different king every
No.
time?
Most fairs will have a person that is the king typically throughout the years. I
Yeah.
guess every once in a while the king will need a successor, and
Yeah.
a new king will take up the mantle. But our current Florida Renaissance Festival king, Joan Berry, he's been there
there for a long time.
at least as long as we have.
Yeah.
Probably
Oh, really?
longer.
Yeah.
So nobody tried to take over his throne?
No one would. He's
No.
a beloved king.
Yeah,
of Kimmendale.
Well, I'm sure he is, but I think it's about time.
He's still got some
I mean,
years in
he
him.
still has my support. So.
Everything
The king is a BAM fan, so.
yeah, the king likes us, and we like the king, so we would never say.
Okay, but and also I noticed you do have a couple CDs. You
Yes.
need that for the fair, right? So how can
Yes.
people find out more about Bard and Minstrels?
So you can follow us on Instagram, at Bard and Minstrels. We're on Facebook, Bard and Minstrels.